Good afternoon, and welcome to the Workforce Skills Reality Check. My name is Jeanne Herrmann, and I'm a board member of the largest national accreditor of degree-granting institutions of higher education, the Accrediting Council for Independent Colleges and Schools, or ACICS. As we enter our centennial year of 2012, ACICS will be convening a series of forums on the important role of career colleges in strengthening our nation's economy by educating a workforce for the future. Serving as a backdrop for today's program will be the findings from a new research commissioned by ACICS and conducted by FTI Consulting that surveyed America's top employers on what skills they need to fill. We will be joined by several experts in the field to discuss whether those needs are being met by America's post-secondary education system. Our presentation this afternoon is also being webcast live, and both our in-person and virtual audience is encouraged to follow us on Twitter at ACICS Accredits. But before we begin, I want to set the stage by describing the ACICS Student Success Initiative. For years, the need to increase educational attainment of the nation's workforce has gone unfulfilled. Because our competitiveness as a country is tied to knowledge and skills of our workforce, goals have been set for 2020 to increase the number of students who graduate from our colleges and universities ready for employment. Those goals were set several years ago, and yet we continue to slip in the international rankings. Our economic recovery as the recession drags on is tied to the creation of new jobs, and yet we continue to hear about open positions that go unfulfilled for lack of employees with the appropriate educational and relevant applicable skills. Chronic workforce shortages in areas such as healthcare and technology, as well as emerging calls for increased social mobility, could be addressed through higher education, but the existing system largely ignores these needs. The career college sector plays an important role in preparing students to fill these needed positions. The current focus of educational policy on gainful employment may be necessary to address structural failures in the career education market, but it should not obscure the unique strengths of the career college sector with its laser-like focus on career education, its track record of success at all credential levels, and its responsiveness and ability to scale up to meet the increasing needs of students and their prospective employers. These strengths are evident in the growth of this sector and the contributions it's made over the last decade. For example, at ACICS, between 2000 and 2010, the number of students who graduated and completed programs each year from ACICS accredited colleges grew by 91% to over 171,000. The number of graduates who were employed shortly after graduation grew by 55% to 103,000, and the number of those graduates who were employed in field related to their field of study grew by 56% to nearly 100,000. In order to continue its trajectory of success in meeting workforce development needs, ACICS and the institution it accredits have launched an initiative to promote the success of students through the development and awareness of new business models and metrics, academic innovations, intellectual resources, strategic partnerships, and insightful research such as the study we are highlighting today. By asking employers what skills they are looking for and which they are able to find, this survey gives us insights into the contributions that career education colleges and universities can make to the education of our workforce. Joining us today is Brent McGoldrick, Senior Vice President of FTI Consulting, who will highlight the findings of the research.